how, if at all, does technical debt contribute to delays in upgrading?
Yeah, that is a very good point. Actually, what happens? We are working with Sitefinity. When Sitefinity releases its version 4, 5, 6, Sitefinity starts from version 4. Now it is in 15. So what happens when we started working with Sitefinity? It was we used waveforms. That is the technical thing. Now there are three things: waveforms, MVC, core. So from the beginning, we were starting with waveforms. Now, as the time passes, Sitefinity 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, they introduced MVC. And now they have introduced .NET Core. So what happens if we are not up to date? Like we in Sitefinity 6, we launched a website in Sitefinity 6 and we used waveforms. Now, by the time we are progressing, we are building new models, everything. But we are not switching our models to waveforms to MVC. Okay, so we are not up to date to the with the technology. And what will happen? Point will come. It happened in Sitefinity 14. They deprecated the waveform completely. That waveform will not work in your website. Okay, so what will happen if we are up to date, we are proactive? What we will do? We in the progressively we will convert all our waveform to MVC, so that when time will come, we have no roadblocks. Now, this is the main depth. What will happen? You are not upgrading your application. Time will come. You are running on Sitefinity 6, 7, 8. Now you are on 10 and you are not upgrading to 11, 12, 13. Time will come. Sitefinity 14 launched and Sitefinity say that we are removing all the support from up to 13. So forcefully you need to go with 14. Otherwise you will not get support. Now you are not ready because you have not upgraded waveform to MVC. Okay, so what needs to be done? You need to put all your resources on a var level to convert all the waveform to MVC. That will be a big task for you as well as a development partner for organization. They will also ask, why have you not done before progressively? Okay, so now you have no answer. You have to do to upgrade to 14. One other classic example in e-commerce module. They have deprecated e-commerce module in 14. If your website is running on e-commerce module, you need a replacement. Sitefinity launched a new paid license for e-commerce. So either you need to go with that or inject your bespoke solution. So everything you need to be proactive. Otherwise, this technical debt will not allow to move forward.
Really interesting words and really strongly argued there, and I can see the logic for it. I'm thinking about the rationale as business people, because surely day-to-day businesses have new ideas for new features, new things. How should they prioritize these new features against what are resource sapping, in a sense, upgrade paths?
Yeah, so this needs to be going parallel. Actually, what happened? If you wish, you have as a development partner, if you have enough resources, you can dedicate a group of resource for that security patch and upgrade. So you need to monitor that only. Okay. Otherwise, you can balance. You can balance with your resources. That is, we are working on the new. The main thing is we are working on the new enhancement, new functionality, new plugins. But in the meantime, if we are seeing that our existing functionality, existing code is outdated, then in parallel, we need to upgrade that as well, so that we are ready for the new launch, new upgrade. And continuously, Sitefinity releases a patch. So we don't need to delay that. We need to find a window along with our development products that, yeah, we are developing all these things. Yes, fine. But we need to create a window between that to upgrade that as well. This is very essential. You need to go by parallel in both the cases, with the product enhancement, with the upgrade, with the patch. If you are delaying this, it will create problem for as a development partner, as an organization, for everyone. It will not help if you are delaying these things.
Okay, so it's interesting. You've talked about the need to upgrade, the need to do it in parallel, not to let it lag behind. So let's talk about upgrading. What's a recommended approach for safely upgrading a Sitefinity instance?
Yeah, the main thing for every production site, we maintain a equivalent staging version as well. Okay, so what will happen? First, when upgrade request come that yes, we need to upgrade the site. First, we do that upgrade in our local environment, local developer environment, and test everything. Yes, it is working fine. There is no breakdown. There is no functionality outage. Everything is working fine. But there is always a risk. If you direct deploy this on live, your live content is different. Your live user data is different. In local, you will not have large amount of same equivalent content and user data. So what will happen when you going to deploy live, you will get surprises that yes, this is was not in local, but in live we are getting this. You need to roll back. So best way, what we are doing, every time we have a equivalent staging environment that is very close to live. You can say almost same version of live. First step, we are doing upgrade in local. After that, we apply the same upgrade on a staging first. That is non-production environment. And if everything, be confident that everything going smooth, at that point, we recommend client a date. That this is the date. We have tested everything. It is working and expected. If you also want to check from your side, this is the staging URL, because staging URL is beneficial in every product release as well. Every time we are releasing something, client is checking on a staging environment. If they are happy, we are pushing this to live. So they can go to the staging environment. After our black box testing, client will check and ensure that everything is fine. Client is happy. We are happy that yes, there is no issue with the upgrade. We can agree on a date. This will be the time window, because Sitefinity upgrade, once everything is ready, it will not take time. Actually, there is also another misconception that on upgrade day, site will go down for 2 years, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. So that is another risk. Another that my site will not work for 3, 4 hours. What will happen if rollback? If you work smoothly in managed way, it will not be a more than half an hour work. Okay.
Interesting.
In 30 minutes, your site will be upgraded. And if there is any issue, you can roll back. Okay. So in morning time, in less traffic time, you can manage those 30 minutes. There is no issue. It is more about the planning, how efficiently you are planning this. And if your planning is right, you are experienced enough, your client has confidence in you, there is no barrier. And for us, Sitefinity upgrade, Sitefinity security patch, it is not a big thing. It is a regular practice along with the regular development. It is just one thread that yes, Sitefinity is security. We need a window. We need to do that, and everything will be ready.
So a lot of information there about how organizations should upgrade Sitefinity in a safe manner. I suppose my question now is how frequently should organizations review and apply Sitefinity upgrades?
Yeah, that is very good question. Actually, what will happen if I explain you practically what happens? Okay, suppose a website is running in 14.1. Okay, now Sitefinity launches minor upgrade and major upgrade. Okay, if Sitefinity finds that this is the one functionality that we should introduce in 14, but it has not been added yet. So they will release a version 14.2. That is a minor upgrade. Again, they will release 14.3, 14.4. Generally, they go with 1, 2, 3, 4 version. And after that, a major release come 15 with more functionalities. Now, if your website is running on 14.1 and Sitefinity releases 14.2, 3, 4, and after 2 months, 3 months, then yes, email Sitefinity emails everyone as a development partner, as a partner, that this has been released. Now, organization should sit with their development partner and discuss this new version is released. Do we need to go with that? Because there is no urgency. There is no security patch, security related threat. It is with some new functionality. If we are using that functionality, we need that functionality, definitely we should go with that. If, because Sitefinity provides thousands of functionality, you are not using that, right? So if it is not necessary to go with that because we are not using those functionalities, then it is okay. Just stay with 14.1. Now 14.2, 3, 4, yes, suddenly they come, there is a vulnerability. There is a security patch. 14. If you are running for, generally they release security patch for each version. 14.1.2, 2.2, 3.2, then definitely you need to go with that. You don't have any option. If it is related to security, you don't have any option. You can't delay that. You need to go with that. If there is related to minor functionality, then it is fine. Now Sitefinity releases 15. You are on 14. Now it is 15. Then you should plan that yes, new major version released, we need to upgrade.
So it's a case
That
of
is fine.
using your brain more so as a development partner, as an
Yes,
organization,
yes.
not just going.
Using your brain, using your decision, using your experience. There is no compromise with the security patch. But if there is a major version or minor version upgrade, you need to understand what is that. It is not that blindly you are going with everything. No, you need to decide if it is required, then definitely. And there is one other factor here as well. If you are on 10 and you are delaying 11, 12, 13, now 14 come, you need to go forcefully, because Sitefinity removing all the support till 13, then there will be a risk, because you are trying to jump from 10 to 14. It will be a very time consuming work for developer as well, because there will be multiple errors, multiple issues, because you are trying to upgrade a library from 10 to 12. You are not proceeding step by step. For a step by step, when also Sitefinity upgrades, it searches for the old previous version. If it is 13, everything is up to date till 13. Just apply the 14 upgrade. But if it is 10, Sitefinity internally applies 11, 12, 13, all upgrade, then 14. Your system might break. You need more time to retest. You need more time to upgrade. That will become a bottleneck in some cases. So you need to proceed at least step by step, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15. That should be the best approach.